I'm not gonna lie, that kind of looks like a car. Alright, we're right on top of it. It's something, it's either a boat or a car, but it kind of looks like a tire to me. It's been down there a long time.
You might call them scuba sleuths.
Their new hobby went from cleaning up waterways to solving mysteries. And what a great public service.
Jeremy Sides and Adam Brown travel the country searching for closure in cold cases.
Amazing. The gift of closure to grieving families
Right.
is absolutely priceless.
Today we are in the state of Georgia trying to uncover any sunken, mysterious cars out in the waterways. Right now we're in the Macon, Georgia area, but we're going to be traveling, hitting some different ponds and waterways up towards Atlanta. I reached out on Facebook, asked a lot of the people that follow me if they know any sketchy areas. So we're going to be bouncing around, checking out a few of those ponds, waterways. We're starting at this lake near Macon. It's called Tuskegee, something like that. I can't remember the name, but I'll put it here. Now, there are a lot of missing people, especially, you know, not in vehicles around Atlanta, around Macon, but there is a handful of them in vehicles, and I'm going to talk about a little bit of those here in a minute. But right now, we're going to start in this lake, scanning around. There are some roadways that go right by the water that look kind of sketchy, no guardrails. So we're out today. We're just going to kind of be looking for anything, trying to see what we can cover. Out with Exploring with Nug. What's going on, man? It's a little overcast today, huh?
Yeah, it'll clear out. Had a nice storm move in this morning, but no big deal.
Yeah. What do you think we're gonna find today? Any cars? Anything interesting?
I don't know. I'm optimistic we'll find something. We've never been here before. This is new territory.
Yeah.
So kind of weird though, considering, you know, don't live that far, but nothing's really going down in Macon that we went to search for. But you never know.
Yeah.
Might find the jackpot.
So we've never been here, but you know, this is a nice ramp. We usually don't find much in lakes, just for whatever reason, but there are several roads and spots that I'm curious about. Like I said, we're gonna be jumping around, so let's get out in the boat. Hopefully it runs good. We were having some motor issues, so we'll find out here in a second if we fix those or not. Let's go. All right, seems like it's running for now, which I don't know. We'll see if it has issues, but what was happening before was it would be great, you know, at the start of the day for a while. After a while of running it, once it warmed up, the engine would start bogging down. But we replaced all the spark plugs and so put some fuel cleaner in, but the whole engine's just been run through recently. All new lines, fuel filter, all that. Both fuel filters. So I don't know what's been the problem. All right, so we are starting off at 6-7 feet right off the boat ramp here. I would be seriously surprised if we found anything right off this boat ramp. But, you know, maybe it's never been scanned. So obviously we start at boat ramps typically. It's just the easy way to do things. But since this lake is, you know, protected, you gotta pay to walk in. We're just gonna be mainly focusing on the roadways that are public access, like right over here we're gonna get to. So. But 17 feet, deep enough, super clear though. I just saw kind of a lump right here in just a minute. But it could be a super old car. Right there. I
don't know what that is. It's a mess, whatever it is. If it is a car, yeah, it's stupid old.
I mean, it almost looks like it could be, yeah, an old car. That's not, I mean, it doesn't scream that off the bat, but. So I got the live scan hooked up. We're gonna try to see if we can actually figure out what we're looking at. Whether it's a blob of trash, super ancient car, maybe an old boat, maybe a concrete block. Yeah, but that, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of looks like a car. Hold on. I swear it kind of looks like a car on my Hummingbird. All right, we're right on top of it. It's something, it's either a boat or a car, but it kind of looks like a tire to me.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a tire, huh? Let's see, so he's got the live scan running right now. Let's see what it looks like here.
I'm thinking car.
Man, that's
a car.
That's weird. That has. Oh yeah, it looks like tires.
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
That must be a new building then, and it was just an old, like
a super old car.
Was not expecting that, but that just goes to show you need to look everywhere.
Yeah, 15 feet deep. That's crazy.
We can send the drone down. Definitely a vehicle. Let's scan over here and come back.
All right.
But that's got to be a really old car. The question is, do they know about it?
Who knows? Honestly.
See, look, yeah, look at that.
Now we got to send the drone down. I just hope it has visibility.
There you can see the
crap.
The down imaging on the Hummingbird, the tire and tire. 100% a vehicle. But yeah, I mean, this building doesn't look super old.
Yeah,
If they do know about it, it's where they left it here. So I'm guessing they don't. So we might have a good story. We might cause some drama today.
maybe.
And
We can get the drone on it and get like any identifying markers, figure out what it is.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Like, yeah, there's a car, but
So now I'm excited about over here because it's the public area. Well, I'm guessing this all used to be the public kind of fishing spot, I guess.
yeah, this building probably wasn't here, and it's a perfect spot to access the water.
Never know. All right, we're going by this road, which is all open. You can literally drive a car in anywhere here, and it's 13 feet. It's deep enough. I don't see anything yet, but right up here, we're about to get to the main pull-off spot. So here are the kind of the roadways that are public. You know, there's no guardrails, no nothing. It is like 7 feet, 8 feet here. Plenty deep enough to hide a car. I don't know if anybody's actively scanning, but also I'm not aware of anybody missing in a vehicle in this area, but most of the time, you know, we don't find people. We find just stolen empty vehicles, so you never know. So we're scanning around all these little, there's a couple of these roads like this we're gonna check out and hopefully find something. All right, so we're coming down this area, and I thought I saw, there's definitely a few like things in the water. They almost look like blocks of some sort. I don't think any of them are cars, but it did look like something in the water. I didn't get a great scan coming over them, so I'm trying to get a better scan this time. Well, I guess there's some old, maybe there was an old dock here or something. Not cars. Those are like boxes, weights. Maybe some old fishing habitats. Not a car though. There's a lot of those scattered around here.
I don't exactly know where he's going, but
I'm trying to drive one-handed. Check out this cooler over here that looks very empty. See anything?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
No, it's empty.
All right.
But
Very good, very good.
I mean, we found coolers before that sometimes have stuff
Most
in
of the
them.
time, if we find them, they got like a dead animal in them.
There's a trash bag up there by the road.
Okay. Well,
Why don't you go take a look?
I'm good.
I swear I won't leave you.
I don't believe you.
You have to hitchhike back.
Never. Staying here.
So far, we haven't found anything but the one car. We're making our way down. It's a small lake. And I don't think I said the name of it right before, but it is Tobesofki.
Tobesofki sounds better.
Tobesofki.
It flows better.
I don't know. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but that's the lake we're on. So we're gonna keep on searching. There's only a couple more bridges. But I mean, look at these roads. None of them have guardrails. Like it's kind of crazy. To me, at least. So we'll keep scanning. Oh, there's a pill bottle. I don't think so. All right, we're at the next boat ramp over here. I think this is a gated community as well. But you know what? We found one car already across the way. So we're gonna check this one. It's 13 feet. Now we got glare on the screen as always. 14 feet. These type of places, like no one's ever gonna scan really. I'm not really sure what happened, but it got super windy and wakey out here. Yeah, this sucks. This is the last bridge road that we were gonna scan, and it's bad conditions for this little boat. Woo. Look at this. Woo! I'm not I am really getting a good scan. 12 feet. So we're gonna head back and go check out the other car. Hopefully the water's calmer over there. Back where we put in. Or the only car we found out here. I'm sure there might be more, but this is pretty bad right here. All right, we came back over to where we found this vehicle. No idea what it is. We have the anchor down on it. It's still a little windy, but better than what it was. But I am really excited to show you guys. I got a brand new chasing drone. This thing is amazing. I've been trying to get my hands on one of these for a while. Finally did. Check it out, the Chasing M2S. This thing is a beast. This is the industrial military grade drone. They have I think they have an even more fancy one, but this one is a beast and will pretty much do anything you need it to. We're still going to use the Gladius Mini S, which is the base model. Still a great drone. If you want to get any of their drones, you won't be disappointed. And I'll have a link down in the description if you want to go check them out and get yourself one. But this thing is like an 8-thruster drone. You can put an extra battery in it, which is really nice. This is a big battery on the back. And already got it connected up here. Got the cameras, lights, and everything. And it's got this one comes with a big case. And check it out. This is the Chasing Reel, so it makes your life a lot easier. Because unfortunately, you know, with an underwater drone, you have to stay tethered to get a picture, right? Mm-hmm. Not like a flying drone. And having a reel to keep your stuff organized and not all over the place is really nice. So we're going to send this down and check out this vehicle. And I'm really excited to use this one in the future. Like I said, go in the description, go check out Chasing. If you've been thinking about getting one and you're you know, a company, if you do anything on boats, this one's designed for like really any environment. If you do like inspections on dams, docks, anything like that in the ocean, lakes, this is the drone you probably want to get. So go check them out, Chasing M2S. Yeah, it's really, the visibility isn't great. I mean, it's like sandy. All right, so I send the drone down into the water, and I'm having to record my audio here because the wind noise was really bad on my normal camera that I was filming with on the boat. But nevertheless, we get the drone down. It did take me a second to get down there, and the visibility was not good in this water, and the wind was stirring up all the silt and dirt, so it was definitely a little muddy, but you can still see enough of the car. You know, it's not great, but I have my work cut out for me today. So I'm going around, and you can see instantly this thing is old. It's like Swiss cheese, rusted up. It's just gnarled metal everywhere. This is an old car, and it definitely is in a very strange location, right next to this restaurant. But it looks like it used to be a more open parking lot. Here you can see I got to the tire, and it is just built up with silt and mud and dirt. But instantly you can see it is an older style hub, and the center cap there extrudes out, and it's just all caked over. And I believe it is a 12 spoke. It's either a 10 or 12. I think it's 12 spoke, but this is an older tire, and I was having trouble. Sometimes you can see the logos on the center cap of the tires, but this one I wasn't able to. You know, when you're diving, you can definitely rub more dirt off than the drone can, and I don't want to scratch up the drone camera. But I'm determined to find some sort of mark, so I keep on going around. And there wasn't a current, but there is like fishing line, weird sticks and plants in the way. So, you know, the drone works great, but everything has its limitations when there's, you know, other obstacles underwater. So, also not being great visibility, I have to be right up on the car. So I was going around it, and I believe it's white in color. And it has like a trim line down the middle. Right here, it took me a second to realize it, but it's actually some sort of badge. And at first I actually thought it was like a broken door hinge or handle or something of the sort. But after looking at it a little closer, it looked like numbers. And it's actually, it says 1900, 1900, and it's a badge on the side of the car. And now if I didn't have this on there, I would not have been able to identify the car. Definitely says 1900, and that helped me a ton. And I'm pretty sure this is an old Toyota Corona Mark II, I think a 1971, because the badge looks the same to me. And I'll show you right here on screen. I'll compare that badge, but it's got to be the same. I mean, I couldn't find any other car. If you know, leave a comment and let me know if there's any other car. I think there's some other 1900 car. I think that, and honestly, I don't even know what that means. But 1900, I don't know. Is that something to do with the engine or what's inside the car? I'm not a car guy, so please leave a comment and educate me. Let me know. Especially with these older cars, there's so many details and specific things that just is not around today, I feel like. But it looks like a white car, a lot of holes, rust. I was trying my best to try to get to the rear and see if there was a tag. I'm going around the vehicle here just slowly. You know, the visibility is not great, but this drone does a good job, you know, with the lights. You could see, I mean, you could see most of it, but it's just a close-up shot. If the visibility was better, you could, you know, be a little farther away and get a better, wider image. But I kept going around, and it looks like there's some sort of glass right here. I think it's broken glass, though, because it didn't look like... It was a little strange looking, the shape. But the car is upside down, so you gotta imagine that too. But I guess it's some window glass. And this thing is so old. If it is, I mean, it makes sense if it is a 1971, because it is just a pile of metal. And usually I can kind of tell what I'm looking at here, which I believe is the rear of the vehicle. But as you can see, nothing is clear on this. It is just a pile, a mess. But then I did see the red reflective, you know, a light. This is the tail light. And it's like square tail light side by side, which also does look pretty similar to the rear on an old Toyota. Those square-shaped tail lights next to each other. So I'm pretty sure that's what this is. An old Toyota Corona Mark II. But besides that and the badge, I really couldn't distinguish much of what I'm looking at. So I was not able to find any tag. But getting that badge and those taillights, I think, does help a lot. And I don't know if anybody lives around here or knows anything about this car. I mean, it was definitely left here. It's still here, but it might have never been found. It might have been known about. Sometimes when they're found, it was already so old, they just decided to leave it in there. And they probably dove on it at some point and cleared the vehicle. But I had not heard anything about this car. From we talked to a bunch of DNR people and some other local people that didn't know anything, but nothing alerted us that it was connected, and there's no super local cases that I'm aware of, and also with an old Toyota. But if any locals have any information, please let me know. I'd be really interested to learn more about what this car is doing here and how it got there. So you guys just saw the footage, not great visibility, and also a very old car, but this drone did pretty good. I was very happy with it. And it floats, which is pretty cool. So pretty happy. One of the propellers got a little bit of fishing line in it, which might have been causing me some trouble, but even with that, it did pretty good. So definitely recommend it. If you guys know what type of car we were looking at there, please leave me a comment. Let me know. We're gonna keep on looking from the other spots. But I know it wasn't much to go on as far as the footage we saw in there. But I think you kind of see like the tire, the center cap. There wasn't really any center cap. I guess the older cars don't have like logos on the center caps, right, Jeremy?
It's hit or miss. Like sometimes you might see like, I don't know, Chevys. They might have like some kind of wing or like the ribbon.
Yeah.
But yeah, older cars it's a little more difficult.
So I mean, maybe, hopefully one of y'all will know. We'll have to come back and dive it. We were just kind of scanning areas quick. Also, there's like a lot of DNR training out here and cops over there. I'm not sure what's going on. I guess you'll see that in a minute when we go by. But yeah, Chasing 2 did great. I'm gonna try my best to figure out what this is. And if not, you guys leave me a comment.